Mahila, Barbara Stam died over in Germany. So I was in line at McDonald's on Lamb, and right before I start to go back, towards North Las Vegas, it was on Charleston. And so I'm in line, and then I go ahead and send it again. The updated one that I sent at it was like 2:55, I think, her time when I sent the other one. Um, that's 2:55 p.m. earlier, yesterday. It's still today to me, but yesterday. So I sent it, and then I ate my McDonald's as I drove over to get some more Dutches. So then at the AM PM where I got those, there's somebody who actually looks like a Jew more than anyone who I've ever witnessed to that actually is a Jew. He looks like a Jew. And he says about this reality that he's in this reality now after some horrible things happened with family. And he talks very deep about all sorts of stuff. I related to him H's dreams a little bit because I saw the DDH hug go down today. The guy at the bar behind me here hugged somebody who was a little bit bigger and was a black girl. And the guy who hugged her had like a French mustache, and they hugged twice actually, and kind of for a long time, twice. So that happened, and then I was thinking about. I told the guy at the gas station. I said, you know, my grandfather had dreams. He died in March, and his birthday's March 9th, and I told him mine was the 21st, but of course we know. I didn't want to get into all that stuff with him, but so um and then he was like, yeah, he's had dreams and told people, and they've been astonished and had goosebumps and stuff, and it played out. And I said H could relate the dream to how I would see it, because the way that he would see it, I think, was different, and he would kind of research a lot, not as I do, but more like he knew how to relate it to me so that it would make sense to me. Because I think that's what he did, with the news, even if it was Fox News, he knew how to research to be able to know the time to tell me all those dreams. Even if they were lies or whatnot, they still, he had so much wisdom to know all that. And because I don't think he saw it in my reality, kind of. I think he knew how to relate it. So, um, so that's what I told him, and I said, yeah, I think it was the dead in Christ rise first, and then, the ones who are alive and remain get caught up. And this was after I actually had a relief dump here, and then that hug happened right after. And that was my relief dump from all those first fruits today, remember? So, um, so we were talking about that, and then he started saying that he thinks that I have the seal of the 144,000 on my head. And I told him as he was saying all this that my right hip, where I had my injury from my right foot, I said my hip is shaking. I said, my right hip is shaking as you're saying all this. And I said, it's not a bad thing. It's just, and then he said, uh, that's how he affects people is, that's happened before with, in Goosebumps and stuff like that. So, and he looks like very Jewish. Um, so I didn't tell him any more about, all this other stuff. But yeah, that's what he said. And he thinks that the harvest is now, that we're getting ready for it, and like it's like a flicker of light. And I said, well, have you seen a spirit leave and a demon or an angel go into it? And he said, no, I don't think that happens. He said he's seen the spirit leave the body before. And I said, so you saw somebody die? He's like, yeah, I saw the spirit leave. And then it's empty, like nothing can be in there when it's empty. And I said, well, have you seen it like MIB, Men in Black? I said, have you seen it like that? And then you have to be cool with those people even though they're not them. And he's like, no, I haven't seen that before. And then people walked in and then I had to leave. So that's that. Thank you. Have a good night.